Hello, everybody, and welcome again to the Smoke Pit with Sergeant T. I'm your host, Sergeant T, and with me is a very special guest, MA3 Phillips. We served together for a few years. You want to tell them a little bit about yourself, and let's get this rolling.
I served in a couple different countries. I'm Master at Arms. Later went on to Harbor Patrol. Now I'm an electrical mechanic, and I don't really know what else I can say about myself, to be honest.
All right. Well, that's good. That's plenty. We were just talking earlier, and I've been seeing a lot of things online about the FIFA, the Soccer World Cup, and trying to get equal pay for the women's soccer teams. What do you think about all that? Is this?
Well, first off, one of the great things about America is you have the right to speak your own mind, which is wonderful. I fought for that, and you fought for that, and I'm sure many of the other listeners have fought for that. But an employer also has the right to get rid of you and fire you and not have you on the team that represents America. Because if you're going to be standing on my flag and representing my team on the United States soccer team, then, I don't really want you on my team. I don't watch soccer, but if we lose because you're not on there, then that's fine. As long as you're not on there.
You think that a lot of this might have had to do with Megan Rapinoe? Is that her name? Rapinoe?
Yeah, something like that. I don't even care to mention her, to be honest.
But I'm saying it didn't seem like it was that big in the media until the shenanigans where she stood on the flag and turned down an invitation to the White House. I mean, how many people just turned down an invitation to meet the president anyway? Let alone when you're supposed to be representing, your team, your crew. I mean, your own personal struggles are okay, but, don't drag everybody else into it,
I think it's more of she wants the same celebrity status that Kaepernick got, because before Kaepernick's kneeled, he didn't get shit. He didn't get any coverage. No one even knew who he was. But then again, I don't watch sports, so maybe I'm wrong about that. But
well, I don't keep up religiously with sports, but I think that a lot of things started changing in a lot of the rules and a lot of the regulations, and I think it feels like people are getting away with a lot more in the sports nowadays. You think that's because they're celebrities, or you think that's just because the society itself, or how are they getting away with all this? Because you wouldn't have got away with this back, say 80s, 90s, early 2000. If somebody would have just done that on national TV back then, holy crap, dude, the whole team would get fired,
Well, nowadays, it's the popular thing to do. It'll get you publicity. It's like, yeah, I'm kneeling on the flag. Yeah, I'm standing on the flag. I'm a strong individual. I'm going to go ahead and represent the American team, and at the same time, disrespect America. It's I don't know.
I mean, it's. I know we were talking about it. We talk a lot about freedom of speech, and I can understand how there's a little bit of controversy on, how far can you take freedom of speech before now you've crossed the line? Is there a line?
No, there's not a line. You have complete 100% freedom of speech in America. That's what makes America great. But at the same time, if you're going to be representing America, then they have as much of a right to kick you off the team as you have to represent the team. And I think they should kick her off. And I think the lawsuit against the United States Soccer Federation is unwarranted. Because we talked a little bit before we got recording, and they're not even the ones that are responsible for paying the United States soccer team. The FIFA is. And I'm looking at the stats right now. FIFA earned up to $6 billion with a B dollars from the 2018 Men's World Cup. The Women's 1920 World Cup, they made $131 million with an M. So, I mean, if I were to own a company, the person who earns me the most money, that's the person who I'm going to pay the most money to.
Right. I mean, that would totally make sense considering it's, capitalist society, so-called. I mean, anybody...
Well, I don't care whether they're male, female, black, white, Indian. I don't care. If you make me more money, I'm going to pay you more money. That's the way it works. That's how a capitalist society works.
Yeah, you would think it would kind of be common sense too, and not just capitalist society, but any society. The one who produces more and is the most productive and efficient is usually the one that gets the grease, so to speak.
If you make me money, I give you money. That's kind of how it works. I've only been on the civilian side for like 15 years, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works in general.
So it's kind of amazing that it kind of got this far, because I mean it seems kind of like a clear-cut case. You don't make as much because you don't earn as much. And
it makes sense to me, but people want to, in these days and ages, apparently it's all about sex and race and gender or whatever. It's only that way because you bring it up that way. Really, it's about gains and profit.
right, but you would think that any court or any board or any kind of panel of judges would look at the facts, go, okay, well, the whole reason that they don't make as much money is because, well, they don't seem to have as much of a fan base or customers, and they're not earning me as much money. So, boom, done, case over. So it still surprises me that it's still making splashes in headlines.
Well, it surprises me that it's still, like you said, it surprises me that it's still even a topic.
Yeah.
Well, you earn the company less money, therefore you make less money. It's pretty cut and dry, I would think.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
But I mean, one of the things that kind of what grinds my gears, so to speak, is when they get up there, and I get that they're trying to get a message out. They're trying to get attention on a certain subject. But I think there's ways to do it without insulting half the fucking population. I mean, without taking the national flags and standing on them and just doing disrespectful shit just to piss people off.
I somewhat understand what she's trying to do, even though I think she's just trying to put a flag on herself and be like, hey, look at me. If that's not what she's doing, then I do understand what she's doing. She's trying to say, hey, we have something we need to look at here. Which I understand that, but that's not the way to do it. But in America, she has the right to do that.
Yeah, but is it necessary? I mean, is it necessary to take?
Not necessary. And I don't agree with it, but she has the right to do so. What I thought was awesome was when that I can't remember her name. Her other co-captain came up and ripped the flag out from underneath her and put it around her, and she was like, "Yeah, you're not going to be stepping on my flag today."
Yeah,
That's right. It's fucking awesome.
yeah, that was a pretty nice moment. That was pretty cool.
But I mean, like I said, she has the right to do it, but at the same time she's doing it, she's disrespecting the people who fought for her right to do it. And I'm not one of those "you're welcome for my service" type people.
No, I know.
Because
I know you
honestly,
personally.
I don't really give a fuck whether you care that I served or not. But at the same point, I went through a lot of hard times for you to be standing on my flag right there.
Yeah, I hear you. It's.
And go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just thinking. I think it comes down to being aware that there's other people in the world, and that world doesn't just revolve around you and your little struggle. So it's kind of disrespectful when you just piss all over everything other people hold dear, just because you're wanting to prove a point. It's like, damn, did you have to do that?
I'm sorry you only made a couple $1,000,000 for playing a game that people pay to play.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right.
But at the same time, yeah, just deal with it. And she's never privileged. They talk about white privilege, right?
Yeah.
Apparently that's a white privilege.
Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
reading my mind.
I heard that's a thing now.
Yeah, I have too. I'm still waiting on mine. They talk about that. She's a white female, and she's making over $1,000,000 per game. And I'm still trying to figure out how I am more entitled than she is. I'm trying to figure it out. I've done the calculations, and I'm sure my mortgage company has too.
Yeah.
They're still with and I just can't figure it out. But she wants to put a light on the fact that, yes, you're a lesbian. I don't care if you like to lick the muff. I don't care.
Yeah. Right.
Chances are it's pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So she was using she was using her gender identity, or however you want to say it.
Whatever she identifies as, she's a lesbian, and she's a white female lesbian, so she's being discriminated against, making $millions for playing a game that people pay money for their kids to play.
Yeah. That's kind of ironic, huh?
I'm sorry if that makes me sound like an asshole, but it's just the way I see it.
Yeah. I haven't I haven't kept up with it, like like I said, religiously, because I mean everybody's got a life, but the what was there points where she was saying, "Hey, I'm a lesbian, so you should listen to me." This is what I say.
I don't think she like straight up said it, but that's pretty much how she
Yeah.
going with it.
You can't kind of like trying to play the underdog card.
Yeah, it's kind of how they're trying to go for the whole "I want more money than what I deserve" type thing.
Yeah.
And again, this knowing that I was going to piss people off.
Well, that's all right, man. Because like you said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and you can't say, oh, I want freedom of speech and I want freedom of that and then freedom of this, and then turn around and get pissed off when the person next to you has those same freedoms. You just kind of.
Absolutely not. My niece will tell you the stories of how they wanted to help people get their freedom of speech. So, I have no issues with people using their freedom of speech, but my freedom of speech is just as important as hers. Yes, I am a middle class white male. So, I guess maybe some people think my freedom of speech is not as important as others.
Judging a book by its cover.
Yeah, because, I'm obviously racist since I'm a middle class white male.
Yeah, I've run into that.
Although I served with many people of colors who I still talk to today and I consider to be good friends.
Well, that's the cool thing that we get to experience, though, is just veterans or active duty or service members in general, is the traveling. Because we've been around, we've been exposed to different cultures and people from different walks of life, and it's amazing to me that we have so many people in America right now that have never even fucking left town, dude. I've talked to people that haven't gone 150 miles away from where they live now, and their whole life, and I'm like, how, why, and they're totally comfortable with that, and it's just hard to wrap my head around because we're so used to it. Even growing up, I was a military brat. So I was already, you know how the military is, it's pretty much all one color.
It still amazes me that people have never even left their hometowns, which, to each their own. But I couldn't imagine not ever leaving my hometown. I thought about moving to Japan recently. If I had the money, I would, because a lot of people we were in Japan with still live there.
Yeah, I see a couple on Facebook every now and then. I've got them, I'm still friends with them and I communicate with them. I see them pop up there.
I talked to Cooper the other day. He fucking lives in, he still lives in Texas, but he works for BNSF and he's making crap ton of money. I'm like, I'm about to come down there with you, brother.
Yeah, it's just not surprising. Cooper always kind of fell into luck like that, man. Like it just kind of fell in his lap. Like I was like, I don't know how he did it, dude. Like he could be wrong as two boys fucking, dude, and come out smelling like a rose, And I'm like, dude, I would have gotten hammered.
I'm like, what do you do? He's like, nothing. Like, all right, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
But more power to him, dude. He's doing a great job for himself.
Oh hell, dude! Yeah, I love seeing all my brothers out there thriving and shit, dude. Especially because I know how fucking hard it is.
But I don't want to take up our time talking about people who no one even knows who the hell they are. So, what do you want to talk about, man?
Well, we were just talking about the whole soccer thing and people wanting to be wanting all these freedoms, and wanting to be united, but at the same time wanting to use division as a kind of a weapon, I guess you could say, to get what they want.
Yeah. Basically, in my opinion, my opinion on it. And, well, basically she's just being an attention whore. And I know saying it whore is going to piss people off because of the word whore. But that's what she is. She wants the attention. She wants to be the next Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, she is. She's not camera shy at all, man. She gets really active when the camera's on.
Really, I think people just need to just stop talking about her.
Yeah.
Don't give her the camera time that she wants. Just tell her to go fuck herself.
Yeah.
Right.
That's kind of.
I know that's also not politically correct, and I really don't give a shit.
Well, it kind of goes back to what we were saying, where it's surprising that it's even an issue now. Like it's still coming up. You would have thought that they would have, figured it out and put it to bed.
Yeah, I mean.
That's why I was kind of wondering, thinking maybe it was the.
If you and I were to come out and we were to be in a public spotlight and we just put our hands over our hearts or we salute or whatever you want to do, would that get any public spotlight? Showing some love for your country, would that get any spotlight?
No, I don't know.
No.
Probably not. It would probably be like, oh, something you're supposed to do. Yeah.
But you kneel on my flag or you stand on my flag, and that'll get you all kinds of fucking spotlight.
Yeah.
You're on national television. You're getting interviewed by Kimball.
Yeah, but
you're interviewed by
all
these fucking people.
Either way, whether it's Rapinoe or Colin Kaepernick or Robin Williams or whatever, dude. Like, there's ways of getting attention, even if you're a total attention whore. Like, I could whip out my dick, dude, in the middle of the stadium and get all kinds of fucking attention. Oh, bam! Now I have the camera. Why do I have to use the flag though? Why do I have to be such an asshole?
I'd probably get you some attention. I'm not sure it'd be the proper attention though.
Well, I know, but you get my point. It's like.
I do. But like I said, she deserves her right to her freedom of speech. I just don't understand why she has to do it the way that she does. Same with Colin Kaepernick and all those people. I will to this day defend their right to their freedom of speech. Unfortunately, I've been deemed a little not physically capable to do it, but I would if I was called upon.
I'm sure there'd be a bunch of us, man. We'd probably be lining up. It's different.
Just because I disagree with what they have to say doesn't mean that they don't have the right to say it.
Yeah. I think a lot of people forget that, though. But at the same time, we have the right to react to it, so.
Oh, would I punch Colin Kaepernick in the face if I were to see him? I'd like to say that I would, but I probably wouldn't because I'm kind of a pussy. He's a bigger dude than he looks like in his pictures.
Oh, I'm sure he's just a football player, man. Guy.
I'd like to say that I would, though.
Yeah. Kind of like, I fired in your general direction. But
as the story goes, I would like to say that I would, therefore I have the right to say that I would, because people like you, me, and the majority of the people who probably listen to this fought for the right to say that I would. Or that anyone would.
Right.
If they had that opportunity to.
Yeah, it gets taken for granted, because I can tell you right now, with some of the shit that a lot of people just pull off, and for the media and for the spotlight and to draw attention to whatever their struggle is at the time. If you look at the news, man, other places are shutting people down for shit like that. Like, boom, you never hear from them again. And they'll do it right on national TV and not give a fuck. So.
When we were talking before we started recording, you said something about how I mentioned multiple times about how I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And I still hold to that. But like I said to you, I think he's done a great fucking job. And the division between our country, I think people just need to get over themselves. Is basically what it is.
Yeah.
You don't know best. I don't know what's best. Did you run for president? Were you elected? No? Then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm sure it doesn't take a rocket surgeon to know when you're getting boned. But
I don't see us getting boned, really. I honestly think he's done a pretty good fucking job, to be completely honest. And I'm not a... That's where the separation comes in America. Is you're either gonna suck Donald Trump's dick, or you're gonna hate on him. There's no in between.
yeah, that seems to be.
Comes. No pun intended. But no, it's there has to be an in between. I don't care who you support. I don't care whether you're Democrat, Republican. I don't care who you support. But there has to be an in between. You can't 100% suck his dick, and you can't 100% say, okay, you fucked up here.
Yeah.
There has to be a middle. There has to be. In order for America to work, there has to be a middle ground. Like, I support his immigration idea. Do I support the wall? No, I think it's a dumbass idea. As an immigration deal? Yeah, I agree with it. There you go. Middle ground. You know? You don't always have to be 100% in on whatever presidential candidate that you support.
No, I get that.
Granted, that's not saying that I support voting for the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, that does. That's what seems to get.
That's why I voted independent last 2 times. No, last time, and before that it was Ron Paul.
Yeah, but that does.
That's why I voted independent, is because you don't have to 100%, but voting for lesser of two evils, I don't agree with either.
Yeah, but and that seems to be the hand we get dealt a lot, though. Like, shit, since I can remember, is, well, they're both gonna fuck me. Hey, which one you think is gonna fuck me less? Yeah, it's been a long. It's
Dennis Johnson last time around is because he was working on trying to get independence on the stage, because the only reason we're a 2-party country, which we were never meant to be, is because you only get 2 parties on the stage. So which one are you going to vote for? Well, I'm going to vote for one of the 2 parties that I see on the stage.
Yeah.
And then we can start talking.
Yeah, it kind of makes you wonder who's paying for the advertisement. It's kind of like it's like car salesmen, man. It's like watching a bunch of car salesmen on TV.
Well, yeah, as with everything, it's all about money, which, that's capitalism. I understand it. But when it comes to politics, I'm not sure capitalism's the right way to go when it looks to saying who you can and can't vote for.
Yeah.
Because the reason you don't vote for a third party is because you don't know their name. You've never heard of them.
Yeah.
People vote for the name they know.
I wonder how many people out there have actually even know that there is a such thing as an independent party.
Well, back in the day, there was a lot of different parties. Like, everybody says that Abraham Lincoln, we were talking about this earlier. Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican president. No, he wasn't the first Republican president. He was the first Democratic Republican president. And then there was also many parties.
How does that work being a Democratic Republican? Because so far as today we see either Democrat or Republican.
Well,
you never.
Our country's technically not. We're not a democratic country. We're not a Democrat. We're a republic.
Yeah, we're not
a nation under God.
So how does democracy get thrown around so much being in a republic though?
Well, because it's one of the only two parties that we're allowed to vote for. And as far as the under God part and the whatchamacallit. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous talking.
Oh, it's all good.
That wasn't added in until the 50s. So when people say, well, we have under God in our Constitution, we have under God in our country, that wasn't even added in until the 50s. To be completely accurate, and I know I'm going to piss some people off here. I know I'm going to piss some people off.
Go ahead, man.
We were actually forged under the Masons who worshipped the architect, and the architect is also worshipped by. Can you answer this?
I can't tell you. I'm drawing a blank. Who?
The great architect. Masons worship him as well as the Muslims.
What, Jesus?
No, the great architect. The sun god.
Oh, wow. Like...
You know the eye on the back of the dog?
Yeah, I hear a lot of spooky, conspiracies behind it, but I didn't know it was actually, a thing. Is it like, is that like a religion?
Something I kind of looked into it. I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, is that like a god from a specific religion, or is that something new?
Yeah, the great architect, that's what the Allah translates to in the Muslim religion.
Oh, shit. See, I didn't know that.
Masons.
Yeah.
Work, and supposedly...
That's a scary thought.
Our forefathers worshipped the great architect.
That's a scary thought, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's like, wow.
I know I probably wasn't supposed to bring that up, but it popped in my head.
Oh, it's all good. You're a guest on the show, man. It's just good to get, be talking about it and get it all on, recorded, because, there's some things I don't think people know, and some things I think people need to hear.
There for a while I was a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, so I looked into some of that stuff.
Well, it's kind of hard not to. Like we said, it's so divided today that, the more division you have, the less trust there is to go around, man, because you've got so many moving parts and you can't watch them all.
I agree with you there.
And that's why I kind of was bringing up the soccer thing, And the thing with the sports, because it seems like people are getting all wrapped around the axle about the little shit when there's like some big shit stinking right under their nose, man. But they're not concerned about that. They're concerned about whether old fucking old Butch over here is fighting for her pay or not. It's like what?
Yeah, these days it seems like people are just getting pissed off just to get pissed off.
Yeah, like everybody has to have a struggle.
They're looking for reason to be pissed off. It's like this woman over here is getting discriminated against, so I'm gonna get pissed off. But this man over here, he's working 80 hours and not getting paid what he should be getting paid. But I'm gonna ignore that and get pissed off about this superstar female who says she ain't getting paid enough.
Yeah, well, it's just as a bit of a conspiracy nut myself. I mean, I'm not like crazy with conspiracies, but I have a few of my own theories that probably a lot of people would think but I think that a lot of it is kind of engineered, man. Like there's sometimes it's just too much of a coincidence that things will be quiet for a while, and the minute you start smelling something rotten, some actors or some event has to happen that draws all the attention to that, and it'll be something stupid that doesn't even.
You mean there's certain topics that are brought up because they know it's going to be a big topic and it'll distract from other topics that should be paid more attention to, such as Area 51.
Yeah, I thought that was one of the things that I was thinking, myself was just, sometimes you if you're thinking about it, you're like, I wonder if this is just like, what if this is just all one big just distraction, like it was engineered by somebody we're not seeing, and that way we're.
I almost bet there's nothing fucking there, and
yeah.
They just bring it into context because they know that it'll distract people.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I almost hope the million people who say they're gonna go there actually go there, and they're gonna get fucking shot.
Yeah, it'd be like, hey, guess what? We did that on purpose so we could test our new super weapon. Thank you.
Well, you know as well as I do, as someone who used to guard fucking bases, if you come within a certain amount of feet, I'm going to shoot you.
Yeah.
I might feel bad about it afterwards, but.
Yeah, like the signs are there for a reason. They weren't there just to make the place look pretty.
You figure a million people, which I really doubt a million people would actually come up on to Area 51. But let's say a million people do, like they say they're going to. Let's say they do. I got 30 rounds. And I got 2 extra clips, and that's just one of me, so that'd be 30, 60, 90, and then another 90 for you.
And you got, if you're carrying a long gun, you're carrying a rifle, that you've got 6 more magazines there. Yeah.
Not to mention the M60 that I have mounted on the Humvee. It would, what did we used to carry, like 200 rounds, something like that?
Yep, 200.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not going to stand a chance with your little stick.
Yeah, but you gotta admit though, man, when you're up there in the turret though, you kind of wish a motherfucker would, sometimes.
Yeah, well, that's the mindset the people up there they have.
Yeah.
So they're come up, they're gonna be like, "Do it, bitch."
Yeah.
Slaughter you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Therefore, there's no chance
Yeah.
of ever getting past the gates of Area 51, which there's really not a point you getting up there anyway.
Yeah.
If there was, and I'm not saying there's not, if there was a higher intelligence, they either don't want to fucking talk to us because they're like, you humans are fucking idiots, or they're like, well, we're gonna take our time, and then we'll let you know. Chances are they're more like, okay, you humans are idiots. We're gonna let you kill yourselves off, and then whoever's left, we'll talk to you.
Yeah. You kind of wonder if they just kind of cruise by and go, fuck that, man. Or, like they're thinking, oh shit, here we go. We got to cruise through the ghetto. Roll up your windows, guys.
It's like, is it really worth risking your life for to try to storm one of the highest guarded military bases in the world? No, it's not worth it. Just go back to your basement room and, continue playing whichever game you were playing. And then when shit comes out, it'll come out. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. I don't know. I still kind of wonder if a lot of it's just distraction because I mean we've got all this shit going on with Iran, and that got quiet real quick. Like it was all over the news, and there was talk of possible war, and then all of a sudden it got quiet real quick, and it was all about celebrities.
Behind the doors talks where Donald Trump was just like, shut the fuck up or I'm gonna kill you. Well, okay.
I suppose it would be possible. Who knows what goes on behind those doors, man?
Because I'm in a couple different veterans groups,
Mm-hmm.
And every single one of those groups, when it seemed like there was a hint of something might happen with North Korea or Iran, everybody was like, I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah, well, because shit, you get used to a certain way of life, and then you get out and you realize that all that time you were in, even the shitty times, how do they put it? It was the best, worst days of your life. You know what I mean? And then you're out and you're trying to get that rush back, and you're not quite sure. You're not quite sure what you want to do.
I tried to re-enlist and they wouldn't let me. Apparently my health ain't good enough. Guarantee you I could fight today.
Oh yeah, I mean, whatever everybody knows that MEPS is pretty much just a formality. You know what I mean? Like, we might not be able to get through MEPS per se, but you put a bunch of us up on top of a hill with plenty of ammunition and a good rifle, dude. We'll be taking some fuckers out.
They took my health into issue, and then they also took my age into issue. Things, I'm 35.
Age kicks everybody in the ass with that, man. I got disqualified from a couple of programs because of that.
I could still shoot somebody, though. It doesn't take a age qualification to pull a fucking trigger.
Yeah, you ain't got to be strong to squeeze the trigger, man.
Squeeze that trigger. But nah, it kind of bummed me out. They wouldn't let me back in. I thought we were about to go to war, and I was like, count me fucking in.
Yeah, remember the standards when we went in though? Like right before all that shit popped off, I went in like '99, and when I went in, man, people weren't signing up, like they were now, and they were taking anybody. There was a period when shit started getting hot, with Desert Storm. Right after Desert Storm, they were taking anybody with 3 teeth, dude. Like they couldn't get people through the door fast enough. And then what? About 2004 to 2008, I think, pretty close to 2004 actually. 2005 probably be closer. Everything got real tight. Now all of a sudden there was all this criteria change, and now the screening process got tight, and you had to beg to get in.
When did I join? I think it was 2003. I think it was like right when I graduated. So I graduated 2002. So I probably graduated. I joined 2002.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I mean, it was different times back then, though. Back then if you could hold a rifle and you could fucking, at least get a round or two down range, man, you were in. And now, it's like you have to have, you got to jump through all kinds of fiery assholes.
Yeah, I told you earlier. We got this 18-year-old working for us at my shop now. And I mentioned something about the military. He's like, wait, you served in the military? I'm like, yeah. He's like, so what did you do? I'm like, well, I was in the Navy. Oh, it was because we were listening to the radio, and the radio mentioned something about Air Force. And they were kind of talking shit on it. And I was like, you can't talk shit about the Air Force unless you're a veteran.
Yeah, right. It's like I could talk shit all day long, but you talk shit, man. I'm gonna have to come and talk to you.
I was like, yeah. He's like, well, were you Air Force? I'm like, no, I was Navy. I was a Master of Arms. He's like, oh, that sounds cool. What'd you do? I kind of told him about what I did when I was in everything, and when I was in the Middle East and all that. Did you kill anybody? Well, I'm sure you've been asked that question.
Yeah.
You just kind of look at the person and you just walk away. And this kid, I'm not trying to be an asshole. This kid is dumbest people I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I thought about joining. I'll keep thinking, but
dude, that's
just keep thinking.
That is so typical of like the stereotypes, man. Dude, remember Ranger Up when he was talking about that? When you get that question, that everybody just, how many people did you kill? And it kind of does. It makes you want to just sometimes fuck with them, be like, 65, but I never got that goddamn knife kill. Just to be like, just be a dick.
I just try not to answer the question. I just look at him and I give him a look like, you could be next.
Yeah.
And I walk away.
Yeah, totally.
That might be bad, but I find it funny.
Yeah. Oh, man.
What the fuck are we supposed to be talking about?
Well, I mean, it's about the time to bring it to a close. We were talking about different parties and divisions, and the soccer, and conspiracy shit. We covered a few.
Yes.
We covered a few different things, man. But trying to wrap this up, though. I mean, do you have any ideas? Okay.
I'll bring it to a close. Don't be a dumbass. You're not Republican. You're not Democrat. You're American, and vote for who you think is the right person. How about that?
Well, that's a pretty good close. How would you get past all the division, though? I mean, everybody wants to be free, but everybody also wants to be separate.
Well, they tell you that your vote is wasted if you vote independent or you vote for anyone other than the two-party system.
Well, that's what a salesman's
And,
gonna say.
and I say, fuck them. That's why there is a two-party system. That's why. Is because they tell you, if you don't vote Republican, if you don't vote Democrat, then your vote is wasted. Or if you don't listen to that shit and you vote for who the fuck you want to, and more people do the same thing, maybe we can get out of this two-party fucking dumbass system.
Right? It's everybody's got the balls to stand up for all these different struggles, man. But it seems like the big ones that the elephant in the room, man. Everybody gets quiet, huh?
And that's coming from a fucking patriot. That's not coming from somebody who's like, I hate America.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking patriot. I love America.
Oh yeah.
Which is why I would love for people to vote for who they fucking want to be president, not just because of who they're told to vote president.
What if they did away with like all the whole two-party system, all these different parties? What if there wasn't a party and it was just because I've seen other cultures do it, dude, where there's no like Republican, Democrat, House, Senate.
Well, that's the whole reason I voted for Dennis Johnson is because he's trying to do that. He's trying to make it to where there's more than just two parties on the stage for a debate, to where you can hear more than just the two parties.
Do you think there needs? You think there needs to be multiple parties, though? I mean, wouldn't it be much? Wouldn't it be much simpler to just have, individual people to come up and say, "Look, I'll get this done," huh?
I'm sorry, you broke up there.
No, I was saying, you don't think it would work if you had like one party, maybe, or the individual people that you're voting for instead of, oh well, he's not a Republican, I can't vote for him, or he's not a Democrat. What if there wasn't any of that shit? What if it was just people getting up at the podium and telling you what their plans were, and if you like them, you like them. If you don't vote.
I would prefer that over the current system, not because I don't like America the way that it's meant to be.
Yeah.
But America is not the way it was meant to be. We were never meant to be a two-party system. We were never meant to just have two parties on the stage. Once upon a time, we had like 12 parties on the stage. 12 people trying to tell you what they wanted to do, how they wanted to help.
Yeah.
Rather than just two people saying, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm not really going to do any of that shit.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
But honestly, I'm not going to vote for Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I honestly think he has done a better job than the last three presidents that we had.
I'd have to say so. I mean, you can't really do much worse.
And I hate to say it, but Bill Clinton was probably the best good president we've had in the last three terms.
Yeah, I know. And he got in trouble just because he